Sometimes it's the small things that have the biggest impact. I want to talk about the simple change that I made to my everyday carry that's yielding big results. If you still carry a wallet that looks like this, then let's talk, because for many of us, I believe there may be a better way. For most of the last 40 years, I've carried a traditional style trifold or bifold wallet. Until recently, I switched to this, and it's one of the best purchases I've made in a long while, and I'm gonna tell you why you might want to consider switching too.
Get off my lawn.
Let's go. Okay, after finally getting tired of years of walking around with what felt like a small brick in my back pocket, when it came time to get rid of my old beat up wallet, I started looking for something smaller. And finally, I settled upon this. And when you initially look at it, it doesn't really look that different than your traditional bifold. However, there's a few subtle differences that go a long way in my opinion. I've been carrying this thing for a little over a month now, and I don't mean to sound dramatic, but I'm surprised what a big impact it's had in my life so far. I find this style of wallet to have several significant advantages, and a few disadvantages too that we'll get to as well. But overall, I find the result to be a bit of a lifestyle improvement. Let me explain. A wallet is a central component to a man's everyday carry, which is likely to consist of something like a phone, a set of keys, maybe some earbuds, and yes, of course, a wallet. Point is, anything that you interface with, as much as the items in this group, it's gonna have a pretty big impact on your daily life. And that brings me to the first and most obvious advantage that we have to talk about: size. This is just nicer to carry around. It's even nicer for me to carry in my hand, and it's especially nicer to carry in my pocket.
Yeah, well, that's just like your opinion, man.
The best way I can describe it is just overall more comfortable to deal with. Next, we got to talk about the advantage that I think is the most important: design efficiency. Now, what's most efficient? That's going to vary depending on the individual. So I just want to use myself as an example of how the minimalist style can be more efficient overall. I really like the fact that there's an exterior pocket where I keep the card that I use the most often, and I can get to the card quickly and easily without even having to open the wallet. I also like that the wallet has a traditional style ID window, but the ID window is on the backside exterior of the wallet, making it super fast to access the ID and even faster to present. Inside the wallet, there's an additional 2 pockets where I keep cards that I actually use. Then there's another pocket where I can keep up to 4 cards, where I keep cards that I don't use as often, and I can access them by pulling this strap right here. I find that this configuration works really well for me, and overall, I'm much faster getting in and out of my wallet. But maybe even more importantly, I'm consistent with putting everything back in its place. This efficiency does come at a cost, however, and there are some things that I don't like. Starting with, I really don't like holding my cash in a clip. I find that a clip forces me to be more careful and always take the time to organize my bills neatly instead of just quickly stuffing them into a pocket, which is also a good thing too, I guess. I do like that, at least in the case of this wallet, that the bills do fold inside of the wallet, which gives me an extra feeling of security, especially since I don't actually need to open the wallet that often, which is something that I do like. Secondly, I don't really love the fact that my ID is potentially visible anytime that my wallet is out. In this case, I will take the good with the bad because I really do like the ease of access and convenience of use more. Now, this is one of the biggest adjustments it took for me to kind of get my mind around. I'm just accustomed to my ID tucking inside the wallet. And truth be told, my natural instinct is to protect my wallet and not have it exposed often anyway. So I just find that this is overall like way more convenient. And the last thing that I didn't like is obviously there's less places to put stuff. And so it forces me to be economic with my choices of what I choose to carry around with me every day. But I find that it's this same economy of choice that ultimately makes the wallet so convenient to use. In other words, I don't carry a bunch of unnecessary crap with me because in this wallet, there's just no room for it. As really should be the case with all of life when you think about it. Now, I truly understand that everyone's different and what we need and expect from our accessories is different too. But I also want us to recognize sometimes advances in design come with improved functionality. Notice I didn't promote any specific brand or any of that because the whole idea is conceptually about getting something smaller in your pocket. So I really hope that this was helpful, and until the next one, thanks a bunch for watching Fitness and Beer. Get out of here.